Hello, hello, hello ukulele players. Today we are going to do a song called Keep on the Sunny Side, which is one that probably quite a few people will know. Keep on the sunny side. We're going to play it for beginner level at a learning tempo. It's in the key of C, and remember that word means that key, the way I explain it to people, is it unlocks where the main pitch of the song sits. And because our ukulele has been specifically tuned to be able to easily, which is relative to other things, it's not easy, it's got a lot of challenges, as you probably know by now, but it's relatively easy to much more difficult instruments like the violin, for example. So we've got the C chord there. By changing that note, we'll sit for a minute and check in to enjoy all the benefits of music, which one of them, the great ones, are relaxation and just enjoying that vibration. I've been talking to my classes this week about how the focus of music, partly as a way to encourage them to practice, is when you're playing music, the focus is quite intense, and that's a good thing, because all the other things that you may be concerned about that you really can't do anything about are just eliminated because of your focus on something that you can do something about, which is enjoy music. Okay, so I know sometimes people feel uncomfortable if they haven't worried about things that they can't really do anything about, so I understand that, but I just want to reiterate the benefits of music. You know, adding good things into the world is a wonderful thing to do, and playing on your own, even though it doesn't seem like you're offering that to others, it's enjoying something, and that adds goodness to the world, you feeling good about something such as music. Okay, that's my pep talk for today. Key of C. So we're tuned up here. I'm going to make sure that I'm sitting in an upright position, barring if you have been in a car accident or something and you have problems with sitting up. Just do the best you can, but also try to relax into it without feeling like you can't form a good chord form, you know, with your hands. Doing something like what we've been working on, which is thumb behind the second fret space. I'm hoping that if you've followed enough of the lessons that you're familiar with this, the terminology. Finger in front to do that C chord. You're moving between, so the chords in order in this song go from the C, so you want to have that path sort of figured out. And so then I'm going to go here to my F, pull that ring finger back down to the C, and then I'm just following along. I need to get to a G chord on the second line, so I'm going to put this one down and then move that one there. Right, so I always have at least one finger in contact with one of the positions before I move to the next chord, and I'm thinking in advance as I'm looking what the chords are as they come, and you will develop that. That's a skill. Okay, so G, and then we go back to C, so down here. Now in the chorus, you can play the C chord right through where it says C7. You don't have to make that change, but if you want to make the change, how do I keep in position when, if I'm here on C7, you would think to hop to that chord there, but you can just put that other finger on and then add that for the F, right? So we go from C, if you want, to C7, and then finger up top to the fourth string, second fret for the part of the F, and then move the other one up. So this song was written back in 1899. I did put an intro. I try and keep my intros very simple. I use the key chord. There is also a pickup note, which is the terminology for a note in the melody that indicates that it doesn't start on the beat of one. So I strum the intro, just a steady down strum. 1, 2, there's a dark and a troubled side to life. 3, 4, 1, 2, there's a bright and sunny side too. Though we meet with the darkness and strife, 1, 2, 3, the sunny side. side. The sunny side of life. You don't have to make the G7 change unless you want. Will help us every day. It will brighten all the way if we keep on the sunny side of life. I'm going to pick it up a bit. And its fury break today. One crushing hopes that we cherish so dear. Storm and cloud will in time pass away. Till the sun again will shine bright and clear. Dot, 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 keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It'll help us every day, brighten all the way, if we keep on the sunny side of life. Now I'll slow it down again. Third verse, agree with the song of hope each day. Though the moments be cloudy or fair, let us trust in our Savior always. Should be an S on always. Who keepeth everyone in his care. Now I play the bass and we would be doing a walk up right there and it would go, but because we have a high G, it doesn't sound right. But if you want to learn that, it's good to know what's going on there, because a lot of people will be familiar with what that sound of that, right? So it's a walk up. It's walking from the C chord and doing a little run up. So the notes are, you're playing the C chord, no one is care. Then you play the G note up top. If it was low, it would be la 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 la. But we're la, so G. Then you play the second fret, so musical theory time. Second fret means that's 2 half steps, and that's G sharp. This is A, so G, just follow the alphabet A, and then you need to get to a B note to make the walk. 4th fret, and then you're up to the C, but we're just going to go to the chord, to the chorus. So it would go, keep us in the morning is care. You can impress your friends with that. Side, always on sunny side. I'm doing that modified shuffle. It will down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 down. Keep on the sunny side of life. If we keep on the sunny side of life. The jazzy ending? Oh, I did G7. I think G7 sounds nicer. Got that 7th tone in there. Okay, so I think that's all I wanted to say about that one. I'll be thinking of something later that I wanted to add. 1, 4, 5, meaning the first chord of the key is used as the primary chord. And there was something I was teaching in class about that the other day. But anyway, so for the 4th chord, we have been trained in the West to like the combination of the 4th chord of the key put together with the 1st chord. So in this case, that would be F. And then, so C and C7 would still be considered just a 1 chord. And then you've got the 4 and you've got G and G7, that's the 5. So we've been, all of our lives listening to music, we've heard those, what's called intervals, of steps of chords put together into song form. That's why they're used so often, and that's why you know them, and you also know, you can hear when that's not happening. So if I was to go to C chord, and then the 2nd chord of the key is a D minor in the key of C, so listen what it sounds like when I go from the 1 chord to the 2. So it goes 1, now here's the 2 chord, right? That sounds quite different. That's in You Ain't Going Nowhere, that one. I teach that one. That's on here somewhere. So then C, and then to F, back to C, Then let's go to the 5 chord. And then what if we don't resolve or go home to the 1 chord? We won't like that. We'll be hanging. So we like to go home to the 1 key, or the key chord. That's why when you check to find out the key, it's always good to check the last chord on the chart, because 99% of the time it will resolve to the key chord. Not always true of the intro. I always use the key chord for my intros because I'm trying to teach people how to simplify things. Okay, life's already complicated enough. Not that I have anything against fancy intros. Okay, so I will see you on our next video. And if you have enjoyed this and found it helpful, please share, subscribe if you haven't, and like the video if you have liked it. And I will see you the next time with more beginner videos as we carry on.